Hello everyone, my name is Pamorn Martdee and today I'm going to show you how to wrap your hands quickly and effectively and tell you why it's so important. But before we get into the hand wrapping, most importantly, hands, even though they're built for gripping things, they're built for combat, but they also break very easily. You've got a couple of fine bones in there, take it from me, I've broken my hand before and I've got a metal plate in it, so protecting your hands is so important. Now, when you get your hand wraps, you're going to notice that the Velcro is closed like so because we don't want it to come apart while they're in shipping in transit to you. So what you want to do if it's your first time, which I gather most of you are, is throw them out. And what you want to do is start with your thumb loop, like so. And George is going to help assist me. So with that, what we're going to do is go behind her thumb like so. And if we picture as a top of the wrist here and bottom of the wrist, I'm going to show you what to do. So step one is to go around the wrist at least 3 times. So go 1, 2, 3, and you can see I've kind of like built it up so it's a little bit wider. Next step is I'm going to come up around top of the wrist, around the knuckles. So we're going to go 1, top of the knuckle, bottom of the knuckle, 2, and 3. Then we're going to go up and over the knuckle, behind the wrist again, because it's going to brace it, secure it. And what I'm going to do is come over the wrist, and I'm going to start to secure each finger individually. So I'm going to go under the finger, over the finger. 1, behind the wrist. Second finger, under the finger, over the finger, like so. As you can see, it's quite neat as I'm doing it. Make sure there's no twists or folds because it becomes a little bit uncomfortable otherwise. Third finger, under, over, back behind the wrist, under, over again. And lastly, we want to make sure we do our pinky. Don't forget your little pinky. Okay, we're going to go under the pinky, over the pinky, back behind the wrist. We're going to secure it once behind the wrist, over the top, underneath. And finally, you've got your thumb, which is super important because your thumb has a tendency to collect the pads in the bag, so you want to make sure you secure and protect that. So we're going to go over the wrist, under the thumb, back over the thumb. Just like so. As you can see, we've done the wrists, we've done the knuckles, we've done the fingers, and done the thumb. Now all we've got to do is close them off. So we're going to go 1 time around the wrist, 1 time over the knuckles, like so. We've got that little bit of excess here, and that's going to allow us to come up and over again over the top of the knuckle, and go behind the wrist again, and secure like so. So, when having a look at that, it's not a bad job. Georgia, close a fist. You want to make sure her fingers are not blue or purple or tingling in any way because that might be too tight doing that. When we turn it over, what you want to do, or be able to do, is to pull the bulk of your wrapping up top so your palm is free and then your wrist has a bulk as well, so Georgia can then form a nice fist without being inhibited in any way by the hand wrap. Now, this is one way of wrapping hands. There's lots of different ways of wrapping your hands. Like I said before, at the start of the video, you're going to get them put in reverse when you first open them from the packaging. What you want to do is start with the Velcro next time you're wrapping them back up so that you can start with your thumb loop first. The biggest tip I say to people is when you're watching TV and not at training in the gym is to wrap your hands till it becomes natural. Kind of like tying your shoelace or riding a bike. The more you do it, the better you become. If you've got any questions, comments, or you'd like any other tips, feel free to comment below. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.